Okay, I think people will slowly start joining in, but until then, we'll just start off with a short introductory video and then we'll get in right into the session.
हे दोस्तों, वेलकम टू अपना कम्युनिटी। ये वो जगह है जहां आप अपने असली पोटेंशियल को एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हैं। देखो, सबके पास स्किल्स होते हैं, पर क्या आपके अंदर वो स्पार्क है जो आपको कामयाबी की ऊंचाइयों तक ले जा सकता है? अगर आप सोच रहे हैं जॉब चेंज करने के लिए लेकिन रेज्यूमे सेलेक्ट नहीं हो रहा या फिर इंग्लिश में इंटरव्यू देना थोड़ा चैलेंजिंग लग रहा है, तो फिक्र मत कीजिए। यहां हम हैं आपके साथ, आपको सपोर्ट करने के लिए। अपना कम्युनिटी में आपको मिलेगी बेहतरीन कम्युनिटीज जहां आप अपने प्रोफेशनल स्किल्स को सुधार सकते हैं। चाहे आप एक्सेल, टैली, जीएसटी में माहिर बनना चाहें या फिर आप खुद एक ब्यूटिशियन या डिजाइनर हैं, तो यहां आप अपने काम को शोकेस करके दूसरों को टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स देते हुए आगे बढ़ सकते हैं। अपना कम्युनिटी में आपको मिलेगा मेंटर्स का एक खजाना और बड़े इन्फ्लुएंसर्स का साथ जो आपको हर कदम पर 1-to-1 गाइड करेंगे। यहां आप ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं अपने फील्ड या इंडस्ट्री स्पेसिफिक ग्रुप्स, जहां आपको ऐसे कई लोग मिलेंगे जिनसे सीख के आप वो गलती ना करें जो वो कर चुके हैं। ऐसे लोगों की जिन्होंने स्टार्ट किया था एज एग्जीक्यूटिव्स एंड आर नाउ सक्सेसफुल मैनेजर्स इन देयर डोमेन्स, जो आपको आगे बढ़ाने में मदद करेगा। यहां आपको मिलेगा वो सही डायरेक्शन जो आपकी करियर को नेक्स्ट लेवल ले जाएगा। तो लेट्स अनलॉक योर पोटेंशियल टुगेदर। अपना कम्युनिटी में ज्वाइन करें और अपने सपनों की ऊंचाइयों तक पहुंचने का सफर शुरू करें।
Awesome. All right. Good evening, everybody. My name is Rohan, one of the co-founders of QFirst, which is a mentorship platform. And we have been supporting Apna Exclusives with the mentorship requirements. And the sessions are happening for the last few months, weekdays at 7 p.m. and weekends at 3 p.m. Main idea to help people ideate and advance in their professional careers. And we are covering a wide range of topics, be it career growth, spoken English, functional skills, or even technical skills like products and data science, where people can come into the session and understand what is the next career path. And today we have Shravika Jain with us, who's a content and growth associate at TopMate. And she will be taking us through why personal branding matters and step-by-step guide to LinkedIn. So over to you, Shravika. You can take the session however you would like to. And I'll be available for any questions in the chat box. And in case anyone has a question, you can feel free to unmute yourself as well.
Thank you so much, Rohan. Welcome everybody to this web session, and I'll be sharing my screen. Then we'll begin. I want this session to be very interactive, so would like all of you to be cooperative and like write any questions that you have. Even if you want to write it in between the session, that's completely fine. I'll take it up if it's relevant then and there. If it's not relevant, I will take it at the end in the Q&A session that we'll have in the last 10 minutes. Okay. So let's begin. So why personal branding matters, a step-by-step guide to LinkedIn. Before we begin, I'll just introduce myself. My name is Shravika, as you already know, and I'm a content strategist at TopMate. And I'm also a personal branding strategist. I have been freelancing for last 2 years in LinkedIn personal branding space. I've helped 50 plus founders to elevate their LinkedIn presence. And I've also consulted 90 plus people to start their LinkedIn content creation journey. I have also been featured on LinkedIn News India. So I guess I'm the right person for all of you to begin with LinkedIn. Okay. So, but before that, before we begin, I would also like to get to know all of you. Just want to quickly get to know which college are you guys from? Are you from the IT industry or non-IT industry? You can just quickly put it in the chat box. It would help me understand the kind of people here are, and I can, in that way, I can keep the session. You can just write if you're from IT or non-IT industry, and which college are you from? Just quickly in the chat box would be great. All right. Okay, non-IT. Okay, management college. All right, Rohan. Awesome. Awesome. So you guys can keep writing it in the chat box and I'll begin. So the first question definitely comes is, do you have a LinkedIn account? So are you guys do you guys know what LinkedIn account is? Do you have it? How often do you use it? Anybody would like to speak up, or anybody would like to write it in the chat box? Would love to know. Do you use it weekly, once a month, or every day, or you have never used it at all? You want everything to be started from the very beginning. So it would be great if you'll tell me. Anybody has a LinkedIn account here? Okay, once a week. That's great. Rohan uses it every day. That's amazing. All right. All right. So I am assuming that all of you know what a LinkedIn account is, and I'll go accordingly. So we'll start with that. So first of all, the session name is what is personal branding. Now, this is a very heavy word. I'm sure, but it it is it's a very simple thing to understand that these days it's not about what a company does. It's about how that company shows itself to the world, right? So in a similar way, our personality in the world is our branding. So personal branding, in a very simple manner, if I tell you, it means that how people perceive you is your personal branding. Whether they see you as a marketing professional, whether they see you as somebody who is very funny, whether they see you as somebody who is very talented, very has a lot of knowledge in probably fitness, or maybe some software tools. So what you present yourself to be is what your personal branding is. So in social media profiles like LinkedIn, you have to showcase yourself to be in a certain way, and that's your personal branding. So if I ask any of you, if anybody knows here, who is the founder of Boat? Does anybody know here? Boat. I'm sure a lot of you use the products of Boat. Anybody who knows the founder of Boat? No, it's not Samir Mehta. Anybody else? Okay. So the founder of Boat is Aman Gupta. And if you go and look at his LinkedIn profile, I'll quickly show it to you so that you are aware what a LinkedIn profile looks like and how does it look for everybody. Yeah. Can you see my LinkedIn profile? Can you see my screen? All of you?
No, it's having an infinity mirror.
Yeah. Now you can see, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll just show you quickly the profile of Aman Gupta, who is the founder of Boat. So, like, see here, he's the co-founder and CMO at Boat Lifestyle, and look at his number of followers. He posts every day, 1 week ago, 1 month. I mean, mostly he posts a lot about his journey, and look at the engagement that he has, right? So he talks about himself. He also came in the Shark Tank, uh, because of which we know him. So that's his personal branding that he has built, and because of him, a lot of people knows about Boat, right? So that is personal branding. Here, let me keep it very simple for all of you. The way you showcase yourself on social media account is what your personal branding is. Okay, so for any job hunting or anything that you see, your how your LinkedIn profile looks like matters a lot. Now, why it matters, we'll go and understand it in the next slides. Okay, so consider you are a hiring manager of a company, right? Now you see two LinkedIn profiles here. The first one is the left one, which is my current LinkedIn profile, and the right one is the LinkedIn profile again that I have made from scratch. Now, if you see both of these LinkedIn profile and you are a hiring manager, who would you hire? Who would you first try to approach? Anybody? In the chat box, you can write the profile one or profile two. Just tell me that. Okay, don't raise your hand. Just write it in the chat box. Profile one or profile two? Profile one. Yes, Shilpa, that's correct. Right, right, Nofal. Amazing. So yeah, so why did you choose profile one? Because in profile one, you can actually see that where the person is working, what is it that the person does, which location is the person from, and of course there are a lot of connections. And when you go down in the LinkedIn profile, you'll see a lot of things about that person, right? So I'll just quickly also show you. So this is the profile that I've created from scratch, and there's nothing here, right? So you don't know anything about this person. But as soon as I open my LinkedIn profile here, and a hiring managers goes to my LinkedIn profile, they see a lot of things about me. What is my experience? Where all have I worked? What is my education like? So this basically acts as an online resume for you. You all create resume for jobs, right? But the first thing you have to know is whenever a hiring manager looks at your resume, they will first go and search for your LinkedIn profile. And if your LinkedIn profile looks like profile 2, they'll probably be not interested in hiring you. But if it looks like profile 1, even if you have do not have the right skills, probably they'll still be interested at least to talk to you, right? So that is why it is very, very powerful to have a good profile on LinkedIn. I will also explain how to create a good profile and how to go about it in the next slides. Okay. So just a stats that you all should know is that 97% of HR and staffing professionals use LinkedIn in their recruiting efforts. 97%, that's huge. So definitely this is a very, very important thing for all of you if you are looking for jobs or if you're looking to switch your jobs or whatever it is. And candidates with a comprehensive LinkedIn profile have a 71% higher chance of getting a job interview, right? So this is why LinkedIn personal branding is very important. So let's just begin, and I'll take you step by step to what you should do for your LinkedIn so that it stands out when you are applying for jobs, right? So the first thing is understanding your target audience, then LinkedIn optimization, then there's a connection loop, content creation world, and outbound game. I am sure you all are not able to understand what these things are, but don't worry about it. I'll just go deep into every part of it. So, okay, so let me just begin. The first is understanding your target audience and understanding why you are on LinkedIn. So there are many purposes for why you are on LinkedIn. It can be one that you're looking for a job. Second can be you're just trying to connect to other people who are also in the same domain as you. Third could be you're just there to see what people are doing these days, what kind of content they are creating, and all of that. So first you have to find your purpose. So assuming your purpose is to find a job, and that's why you are on LinkedIn. So you have to now understand what your target group is. Target group means ki who are these people who will help you in finding a job. Okay. So for that, you will have to ask the three big questions. And the three big questions before starting a LinkedIn account would be, what do you do? What is your dream company? And what could get you a job? Okay. So the first question is, what do you do? Are you a chartered accountant? Are you a marketer? Are you a software developer? So you have to know what you do. Now, there can be two scenarios. One, that you are a digital marketer, but you want to get into software developer. That's possible, right? So you have to understand that software development is what do you do, right? That is what you want to do in the long term. So that's your what do you do. Okay. So the first thing is, uh, you can take screenshots of the slides if you want to, and you can like start writing answers to this so that it will be very clear to you also once I go to the other slides. Okay, so what do you do is the first question, and you have to be very clear with that. The second is, what is your dream company? Is it Google? Is it Amazon? Is it Microsoft? Is it Deloitte? Is it BCG? You have to understand what's your dream company. Now, dream company can also be the company that you're trying to, be a part of. It can be not your dream company, but just the next company that you're trying to, get into, right? So you have to make a list of 10 companies that you want to get into. Very, very important. Have a list of 10 dream companies that you want to get into. Now, why is this important? Because only on the basis of that, you will find the right people that you want to connect with on LinkedIn. Okay. Now, the next question that you have to ask is, who could get you an interview for the job? So it can be a hiring manager of that company. It can also be a senior person in that company. Like for example, if you want to get into software engineering, so a senior software developer or a senior software engineer in that company can get you a job or can get you an interview in that company, right? So you have to understand if it's the hiring manager that is going to help you, or people in similar roles that you're trying to apply, or the head of your domain, or if you're trying to apply to a startup, then if it's a founder, right? So these are the three big questions that you should have an answer to before you start your LinkedIn. Okay. I hope everybody is following what I'm saying. If there's any question, you could keep it here in the chat box and be happy to answer in between as well. Okay. No questions till now. So we'll go ahead. So once you know what do you do and what your dream company is and who could get you an interview, now you are clear with why you are on LinkedIn, why you want to get an account on LinkedIn, right? So this is how the flowchart would look like, and you can create it like this. Like what do you do can be one thing, like software developer, and then 10 list of 10 companies, and then who could get you an interview. Okay, let's go ahead. So the next thing is LinkedIn optimization. Very, 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 very important. Before Now that you have answers to all the questions of why you want to be on LinkedIn, it's important to have a good LinkedIn profile. As I showed you earlier, right? There were two profiles. You chose profile one. Why? Because it was an optimized LinkedIn profile. Optimized LinkedIn profile means that everything has been updated, everything has been written properly, and each and every word that has been written is relevant to your profile, relevant to you, showcases your personality, right? Now, how you can optimize your LinkedIn profile. So, yeah, anybody has a question? I heard somebody unmuted themselves. Uh, Devanand, do you have any question? Your hand is raised.
No, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Okay. So, there are three factors to optimize your profile. First one is it should be searchable, clickable, and approachable. I'll explain everything. First, we'll go to a LinkedIn profile that's made from scratch. Okay. You guys can see the LinkedIn profile. Just quickly tell me yes or no.
Yeah, yeah.
Anybody can know. Okay. Great. Thank you. So now this is a LinkedIn profile that you can see. Now here you just have your name written. Now anybody who comes to your LinkedIn profile, they will not know anything about you. So the first and the foremost thing that's important is to have a profile picture here. You have to have a good profile picture which showcase your face. Please do not put any profile picture that is showcasing your right profile or left profile. Keep it straight, okay? Like I'll show you, for example, like I'll show you my profile only. Yeah. So if you see my profile, you can see that I have a straight posture profile picture. So please have that. That is the first important thing. The second thing is the cover photo, which is the back picture here that you can put. Now you can put your profile picture like this. You can upload photo from here. If you want to put your cover photo, you'll just see a camera here, and that there you can just put your edit profile background, and you can see all the pictures that you have in your laptop or mobile phone. Okay, so here you have to put a cover photo. Now that cover photo can be the photo of your college, or it can be just an edited photo where it's written what you do, or if you are part of any company, then you can put the company logo picture there, right? So basically the cover photo should show what you do, who you are, and your title. Like if you're a software developer, then you can write software developer. If you're a marketer, you can write marketer there. So you should have a cover photo. Now, because I work at TopMate, so I kept a cover photo of my company, right? So if I go to any other page, for example, here, so this person has kept a very generic profile where he's speaking to a lot of it. So this shows that he's also a speaker, right? So your cover photo should show at least some personality of yours. Okay. So first thing is cover photo and profile picture. The second important thing is to have a good bio. Now, what is bio? Bio is what you write here, your title. Okay. Now, if I go here, so for example, she's written talent acquisition manager. So I know she's an HR, right? Now look at her cover photo also, her name and what she is, right? So similarly, you have to write in your bio and you can go and write it from your headline. So for example, if I am a marketer, I can write marketer here, and then you can use these pipelines to write more about you. So if I'm a personal branding strategist, I can put that here. But if you're not working anywhere, and if you are just a graduate or in a college, you can just write your college name. Like for example, you can write if you are in Tele University, you can write Tele University, and then you can write if you are an aspiring. Now, whatever you are aspiring to be, if you're aspiring to be software developer, then you can write here aspiring software developer. So anybody who comes to your profile knows that you want to be a software developer. So they probably connect with you. They know your domain, right? So that's how you can like put save here, and you'll find it's written here. Now the next thing is to also put the right location wherever you are from. If you're from Delhi, you put Delhi. If you're from Bangalore, put Delhi. Bangalore. You can also change your location if you want to work in Bangalore, but you're not from Bangalore, but you're ready to move to Bangalore. You can put that location because hiring managers will see you're from Bangalore and they're looking for somebody from Bangalore. Then they can text you on LinkedIn. So that also you can do. A lot of people do that. Okay. Now, the next important thing is to have your about section. Okay. This is your about section, which talks in detail about you. So, for example, if I show you my profile again, so here I've written what I do, right? So I can help your story reach the masses and everything. So I've written I'm Shravika, your personal guide to LinkedIn and Twitter. So these are everything. These is everything. I've written a story about me, right? Because storytelling is something that's working a lot these days. So I wrote a story about me, but it's not important. You can just write, uh, you know, what all you have done in college, what all skills do you have, and at the end, you can just write your email ID. Very important to have your email ID in your about section. I would suggest that because whenever a hiring manager comes to your profile and if that person sees your email ID, they can quickly connect with you over your email ID, right? So put your email ID in your about section at the end. Start with all you have done. Then write what do you want to do, what do you aspire to be, and lastly you can write your email ID. Now, for this, you can again use ChatGPT, no problem in that. Just write about yourself in your own words and ask ChatGPT to write it properly, and it will help you write it properly, and you can put that in your about section. Okay, so that is there. Next is very important again, your experience, whatever you have done. If you have done any internships, you can put it here. Write what title you worked for, what was your employment type, whether it was an internship, you were self-employed, part-time, full-time, write about it, company name, location, and then you can also write the description, what work you have done. Okay, so put your experience here. Education, what from where have you done your schooling, add education. So school you can write here. Okay, and then you can, like for example, I've studied from Saint Xavier's. So I can just like write Saint Xavier's University. Okay. And if I save it here, then it will come here. Like my education was Saint Xavier. I've not written anything else here, but you should write more about it. Like, for example, you should write what degree you pursued from there and what activities and societies you were part of, what description about if you were in, student council, or if you were head boy or head girl, you can write about that as well. Okay. So this is how you can put your education. Now, if you want to add more education, like for example, if you put your school here, now you want to put your college, then you can again click this plus sign here and you can add more about yourself. Okay. So this is your education. I talked about the experience. Experience also you can similarly add from here. And last and the very important is what skills do you have? So if you have soft skills like communication skills, if you have If you understand how to use chat gpt, you can also put that skills here. Then what other technical skills you have? Do you know the coding languages like java, c++? You can put all of that here as well. And it is very important to put all the skills that you have. So you have to, talk about yourself a lot here, like you do in your resume, because this is your online resume that or everybody can see. So you have to put all the skills that you have, write everything that you have done, whatever you have. If you have done any courses, you can put that as well. So here you can add profile section. Okay, so in core you can see you can add profile photo, about, education, and if you have any skills you can put skills here, and you can also add courses from here. Okay, you don't have to put everything that it is asking, but the most important things are profile photo, cover picture. You can like write it down also if you want. Profile photo, cover picture, your bio, headline, your location, your about section, description about you, your education, your experience, as I said, your skills, and the last is if you have done any courses you've done from Udemy. If for example, if you're taking this webinar also, so you're learning about LinkedIn, right? So you can also put that. Yeah, I have taken this webinar and these are the skills I gained from this webinar or this session. You can also put that. If you have any certificates, you can also add your certificates here. Okay, so it is very, very, very important to have all of these updated before you start looking for jobs on LinkedIn. Otherwise, if you apply for jobs on LinkedIn and you don't have an optimized profile, nobody will hire you. I'm telling you, nobody will hire you. Okay, so for me, I started with LinkedIn, I updated everything, and I received a number of messages from people once I started creating content as well. Ki, you are doing this, can you help me with this? And I got a lot of opportunities from LinkedIn. So I know the power of LinkedIn, right? So any questions? So yeah, but before questions, I'll just explain. So it should be searchable. That means your name should be in the right spelling. Everything should be right. The skills that you are putting, all the spelling should be right, so that anybody searches for example, your software developer. If anybody searches for software developer, they find your profile at the top because you have written software developer in your title. So it should be searchable. The second one is clickable. Clickable means, for example, I have added a link here. Okay. Now this is my top mate link that I have added. So you can add any links also here. If you have a website of your own, or if you have done any work and you have uploaded it online, you can put it here, right? So all of that you can do it from here only, as I explained to you. Add section. Here you can add everything. You can add your headline, positions, location, contact, website, everything. Okay, so it should be clickable. And the last one is approachable. Now, if you have a very bad picture and if you have not written about yourself properly, nobody will approach you. So have a good picture of yourself. Write, properly about yourself. Only then you will be approachable. And once you have all these three things, your jobs will be easier for you to convert. And that's why I've written here conversion. Okay. Okay, so I would be very happy to optimize and help anybody of you if you want your profile to get optimized then and there here. I'll be happy to do that. Anybody who would like to share your LinkedIn profile and would ask me कि भाई ये अच्छा है ये अच्छा नहीं है. Anybody want to do that? You can share your LinkedIn profile link here. You can just tell me your name and I can search it on LinkedIn. Anybody who wants to do it? Okay, no problem. But if anybody wants to optimize your profile or need help from me, you can always reach out to me on LinkedIn. Okay, so let's go further. So this is the checklist that I just explained to you, and you should have all of these things. You can take a screenshot of this if you want, and this is very important. Okay, so now next thing is, once you have optimized your profile, it's important to connect with the right people. Now, if I go to my LinkedIn profile, you'll see there are a lot of connections here, right? So why? Because I've connected with people. So for example, I go to his profile, Sanchit Goel, and I can see that I'm already connected with this person. See, remove connection because I'm already in connection. So for example, let me open somebody's account I'm not connected with. So this person I'm not connected with. So I will see a follow button and I will see a connect button. So immediately I can put a connect button here and it will ask me to add a note or send without a note. If you want to write something to that person, you can add a note here saying ki, hi, I saw your content and it was lovely. You can write something here. And the next thing is you can just send it without a note connection request, like we send it on Instagram. You send a connection request, right? So LinkedIn is similarly, you connect with the people that you want to reach out to. So that's how you can connect with people. So that is what connection loop is about. uh, but before that, I'll not go deep into all of these. It's very deep because it's very basic that I want to just talk about. So let's go further. Okay. So there are three types of connections on LinkedIn. First degree connection, second degree, third degree. First degree is people you are already connected with. Second degree is, for example, I am connected with uh, Amit here. I'm connected with Amit here, and Amit is connected with Vaishnavi. So Vaishnavi will be my second connection because I'm not connected with her directly. And third degree connection is if I'm connected with Amit, Amit is connected with uh, Vaishnavi, and Vaishnavi is connected with Rohan, then that Rohan becomes my third connection. Okay, so that's how it works. But let's not go into all of these because I just want to talk about very basic things here. So just I'll explain how what are the ways you can connect with people. So first is definitely the add note connection request that I just explained you, or you can just follow somebody and see their content on LinkedIn. Okay. So here you can just connect, add a note or send without a note. That's the first way to connect with anybody. The second way is cold emailing. Cold emailing means you go to somebody's profile here and you see that they have their email ID here, for example. So this person does not have their email ID. But for example, we go to his profile and I look for his email ID. I can't find it here. Okay, I found it here, email ID. So I found his email ID. I can just quickly email him anything that I want. If I want referral for his company, if I want to understand how I can prepare for an interview, I can just email him. So that is the second way to connect on LinkedIn, cold emailing. Third is direct message. So if once you're connected with that person, you can directly message them, right? On LinkedIn. Like for example, I'm already connected with this person, so I'll just message here and I can write. So LinkedIn also gives you a message already curated. So you can just put a send option. If you want to write more, you can write more and click a send. Okay. So that's how you can connect. And the last is content engagement. So there are a lot of content creators on LinkedIn who create content. Look, for example, here people are creating content like writing about brand promotion. So you can just comment here, and that's how you can again engage with people and connect with them. So these are the ways to connect on LinkedIn. Before that, so there are two steps that we just understood, which was first one was understanding, answering the right questions. Why do you want to be on LinkedIn? What is your dream company? What is it that you do? And who are the people that will help you to connect? Once you have these answers, now you will optimize your profile. You will create your LinkedIn profile. Once you have created your LinkedIn profile and optimized it, now you will start connecting with the right people. How will you know who is the right people? The people who will give you a job interview, or the people who are working in the company that you want to work in. So you can connect with them on LinkedIn. Send them these are the ways to connect. You can connect anything that you want, whichever you think will be helpful to you. You can do that. Okay. Now that you have connected with people, there's one more way on LinkedIn, which I will not go very deep into because it's very, very, very broad. It's the content creation world on LinkedIn. So whenever you open LinkedIn, you will find a lot of people writing about their life, right? So Here you can see a lot of people writing about their life, their expertise. So you will also find a lot of people writing about how you can improve your resume, how you can get a job interview at a particular company. So you have to find the right people. So this person works at Airtel. So I'm sure she writes about how she's doing it there. So she's written, if you had told me during my MBA, while taking a product development strategy course, so she's written everything about it. Okay, so you can also get a lot of information on LinkedIn. So that's the content creation world. I'm not going deep into this because the most important thing for you to do is first create a LinkedIn profile, optimize it, and connect with people. And I will suggest that you have at least 500 connections, and that will take a little time. But every day, you create a target. Today, I will connect with at least 20 people or 10 people. Send them connection request. Okay, and then they will accept it. But before that, have a good LinkedIn profile only, then they will accept it. Okay. So again, I'm not going deep into all of these. The outbound game. So this is very important for all of you to understand if you're looking to find a job through LinkedIn. So this is the flow that you can see. First, you send them an invite to connect. A personalized note also you can write, as I said, a short note that I just explained, and you can connect with them. If they accept it, then you can write a thank you message. Ki, thank you for connecting with me. I am happy that I'm happy to connect with you. You are working in this company. Can you tell me more about it? Something like that. So you can write a thank you message. If they reply, then try to get that person on a call. If you get that person on a call, they will definitely help you get a job. And if they do not reply, you can just put a follow up message. Again, you can write, like, for example, you can take 3 to 4 days. If they do not reply, then you can say again, hey, I'm just following up on the previous message that I sent and looking forward to your reply. Something like that you can write. And if again they do not reply, then you can follow up 2 or 3 times, maximum 2 or 3 times. If still they are not replying, just find another somebody else to connect with, and that's how you can connect with people and get help from them on LinkedIn. Okay, so that is there. So that is it from my end, but we'll just understand the summary of it first of all. So first is identify your purpose and target group. Second is LinkedIn profile optimization. The third is connect with your target group, as I said. Fourth is consume content that they are creating. The next is definitely network with the right people. And the last one is outbound strategy that I just explained. How to connect. This is the flow. Invite, connect. If they accept, write a thank you message. Follow up. If they reply, try to get them on a call. If they're not getting on a call, you can just ask your queries in the text message itself. And keep it doing consistently. It is not like if you send message to 100 people, only 2 or 3 people will reply, but they will reply. Do not get disheartened if you don't get reply from 2 or 3 people that you send message to. You have to do it consistently every day, and then only you will see that somebody replies to you and helps you. Okay, so that is about LinkedIn. Very basic. There's a lot more about LinkedIn, but this is a very basic workshop that I wanted to keep it. So I'll just get into Q&A round now because I'm sure you might be having a lot of questions. So yeah, any questions? Anybody wants me to see their LinkedIn profile? Anybody wants me to help them with anything? Happy to help.
Thank you so much, Ravika. Thank you for the insightful session. So, and while we wait for questions to pop up, I'll be sharing a feedback form in the chat box. I would request everyone to take up the feedback, which will help us improve the sessions. Yeah, the feedback form is on your chat box. I request everyone to please take up the feedback form. And yeah, the floor is open for questions. Anyone, if you want to unmute yourself, feel free to unmute yourself and go ahead for the questions.
Okay, so Mihir is asking any site to use for DP. Yeah, if you have a good picture of yourself, you can definitely put it raw. I would suggest do not put filters or anything else. But still, if you need, any site, I'll just look for it because I've never used a site for a profile picture. Uh, but you can just reach out to me on LinkedIn and I'll help you with a site. Because currently I don't have any site on top of my mind, but I'll help you with it. You just reach out to me on LinkedIn, connect with me on LinkedIn as I just explained. Okay. So next question is again from me here. Can I add past experience on LinkedIn? Yes. Please add everything that you have done in your lifetime. If you have done some courses in your school, that also you can put everything about you. Past experience, present experience, everything. Okay, so Vaishnavi is asking, please look into my profile. Definitely. All right. So I'll just share the screen so that everybody can see and everybody can understand. Okay. Vaishnavi, this is your profile, right? Do you want to speak up? Okay. Yeah. So this is Vaishnavi's profile. Now let's see. Anybody who would like to say what are the things that's lacking here? Anybody from the session, from whatever I have explained till now? Anybody would like to point out this is missing? What is missing in this profile? Profile picture is lacking. Yes, right. What else is missing? You want to go down and see? You can go down and see also. Anybody else? What else is missing? Small about section. Right. So about section is very small. It should be very detailed thing about you. So Vaishnav, you have written a self-motivated fresher skilled in Microsoft Office and proficient in English, willing to work with a reputed organization to showcase my talent and skills for the growth of organization and gaining experience. This is completely fine, but write more about you. What other skills do you have? In Microsoft Office, what do you know? Microsoft Excel, you know how to make a PPT, write about it. You know how to write content, for example, write about it. You have also put business analysis here. What are the things that you know in business analysis? Write about that as well. You can also start with, I have done my, for example, MBA from Kamala Nehru Institute of Management and Technology, and I did my MBA in, for example, marketing. And this is all that I've learned there. And I'm proficient in Microsoft Office skills and also good in English writing skills. And I'm willing to work with a reputed organization for this role. Now, you also have not written what role do you want to work in. Yes, you have done an MBA, but where do you want to work? You can work in product, you can work in um, management role, general management role, you can work in marketing, you can work in operations. What? You have not written that. So mention very specifically where do you want to work? Okay, which role do you want to work? How to background too isn't representing. Yes, background also it's not understandable. See, nobody will click on it and see what is it. They will only see it from here, and I don't understand what it is and what you are. Right? So write about yourself here. If you have done MBA from a particular college, you can put that, or whatever role you are pursuing, you can put that. Okay. Yes. Uh, uh, how to create a self site you made in your profile. Mihir. So yeah, Mihir, there is a lot of ways. Now you have to tell me what do you want to create. So that site that I had in my profile, it is my top mate profile. And top mate profile means I'm providing services to you. You can book a call with me there and I'll help you on one-on-one. That is my top mate profile. But if you want to put about yourself, I would suggest कि यार पहले LinkedIn को ही अच्छा बना लो because that is very important. उसके बाद site wide बनाना. But still, if you want help in how to create a self site, I'll be very happy to help you. Um you can just reach out to me on LinkedIn again, and I'll be happy to help you step by step for that. कि क्या exactly what do you want to put that inside? That way I can help you. Great. Okay, what else in this profile? See, again, this thing, this is a big myth on LinkedIn that if you write interested in some job opening that's written, they will reach out to you. Let me tell you, they will probably not reach out to you. In 1% of the cases, if they reach out to you, it will not be a good profile to work for. If anybody has gained from writing interested in LinkedIn content, tell me, because I've never heard anybody who has gotten a job like this. This is just to increase comment on that on that post, nothing else. So rather, what you can do is just go to that, just see who has put this, message them personally, or go to their company page and see if there is an opening. Yes, exactly. This never works because it is just to increase comment on the post, right? So don't put this interested and everything. It will not work. Just reach out to people on DMs, on messages, email them. That is important. Okay. And yeah, you have written about your college and also put skills, but you can write your description also. What all did you do? Did you do? Okay, I've done in finance and human resource. What all have you learned? थोड़ा सा अपने से लिख दो तो वो बेटर होगा. अभी इसमें 2 बार एक ही चीज डला हुआ है तो you can just remove that. And again, स्कूल भी जो भी है, स्कूल में जो भी किया वो भी डाल देना. ठीक है. And it's good that you've also put your project here. That's great. एक्सपीरियंस में हाई स्कूल 80% मत डालो, ये एजुकेशन में जाएगा, तो ये एजुकेशन में डाल देना. बस बाकी स्किल्स में एचआर है, ठीक है. बट यार एक चीज मेरे को लग रहा है, यहाँ पे तुमने एमबीए फाइनेंस में किया है, फिर एचआर में यहाँ पे तुमने स्किल्स डाला है, तो मेक श्योर कि यू नो कि फाइनेंस में जॉब करना है एचआर में, और वो अबाउट सेक्शन में डाल देना. तो जो हायरिंग मैनेजर होगा वो क्लियर होगा कि व्हाट विच रोल यू वांट टू वर्क फॉर. ओके, एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस? Nufil, you want me to check your profile? Please share the link of your LinkedIn profile on the chat box like Vaishnavi did. All right. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right. It's Nofil, I think. All right. So, first of all, great. You have a good profile picture, and you have also put an open to work tag, which shows that you're open to jobs. Again, your cover photo is not representative of you. What do you do? Electrical and electronics engineer, okay, actively seeking full-time opportunities. In which role? Write the role. Okay. Uh, this location, I would suggest whichever location you're trying to work in, put that location. If you want to work in Delhi, put Delhi. If you want to work in Bangalore, put Bangalore. Okay. Now you only have 150 connections. Make sure you have at least 500 connections, because LinkedIn always shows 500 plus connections. तो उससे लगता है ना कि you're active on LinkedIn. अभी लग रहा है that you're not active on LinkedIn. So make sure you have that 500 connections. So every day use LinkedIn and increase your connections. Now let's see your about section. Recent graduate with a degree, successfully completed, led a project focused on devising awesome, demonstrated expertise in renewable energy solutions, passionate about contributing to the field of electric. Okay, great. This looks good. Just one more thing, add a CTA at the end. CTA means call to action. Now what? Now I know about you. पर मैं क्या करूं? End में लिखो let's connect with me. Let's connect on DMs or reach out to me on email ID. ईमेल आईडी भी डाल दो अपना एंड में. ठीक है. सो इट विल बी इजी फॉर पीपल टू रीच आउट टू यू. एजुकेशन, यू हैव पुट योर एजुकेशन, बट अगेन क्या क्या किया उसमें नहीं डाला है, वो डाल देना. एंड स्किल्स डाला हुआ है, दैट्स ग्रेट. पुट ऑल द स्किल्स दैट यू हैव. यहाँ पे सिर्फ इंडस्ट्री नॉलेज वाली स्किल्स है. इफ यू हैव कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स, इफ यू हैव राइटिंग स्किल्स, सब डाल दो यार. Okay, and you don't have your experience section. Probably you don't have any experience. That's okay. But whenever you have done any internship, anything, put that. If you have done any courses, put that. And yeah, I would also suggest one more thing to you, Nufal. Uh, Start commenting on people's post. That will show that you're active on LinkedIn. And on the right post that are relevant to your job profile.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Great. So Gutala is asking, review my profile. यार यार लिंक्डइन आईडी भेज दो यार, ऐसे तो मुश्किल होगा ढूंढना. But I'll just show you one more thing here. यार कोर्सेज वगैरह डालोगे तो ऐसा सा दिखेगा. लाइसेंस एंड सर्टिफिकेट्स. कुछ वॉलेंटियर, कुछ सोशल वर्क भी किया है अगर कहीं पे, तो वो भी डाल सकते हो. एंड yeah, like in my college I've done all these things, so I've written. So this is what I'm saying: write what you have done in college. If you were part of any society, put that. Okay. Yeah, are you sharing your LinkedIn? If you share your LinkedIn link, then I'll be happy to help you. Any other questions apart from reviewing your profile? I am also available on TopMate if you want to reach out to me. So that's okay. You can just book a call here, or you can just text me. Happy to help. Uh, okay, let me search for your profile. Is this your profile? Can you confirm,
Yes,
please?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 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 So your profile picture is fine. This is fine. Your cover photo, again, see whatever is written here is hidden because of your profile picture. तो ऐसा profile picture डालो जिसमें यहाँ पर text हो, ठीक है? So that way I can see what work you do. Again, student, okay, great. But student at this university, but what, किस चीज की student हो, क्या course है, वो डालो. यहाँ पे तो तुमने डाल दिया, but put it here. वो pipes डालकर, ऐसे मैंने बताया ना.
Ma'am, can you speak in English? I don't know Hindi.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So yeah, so you can put these pipes that I said, like for example, it was in my profile. I'll show you like this. You can write student at Geetam University that you are, and then you can write the course that you are pursuing. Okay. Then again, you have 63 connections, so try to improve your connections again. Your about section is very short, and you can use AI, Chat GPT, to write in a better way if you're not able to. Skills you have written, great. But also put your email ID, and yeah, if you have more skills, add more. And what job are you looking for? Write that as well because it's not written here. And education you have put, that's great. Also put your grade here. That is again good. Also mentioned your activities, again good. These all these things are fine. Skills are fine. Experience, if you have any, you can also put that. And start connecting with the right people. Search option, yeah, the search option is really helpful. You can just search for somebody. For example, you are in food science and technology, right? So food science and technology, if you write, you can find a lot of profile here. See, pursuing masters in food science technology, food science and technology. Connect with these people. Maybe message them. Maybe they'll reply to you. You learn a lot from these people. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Will it be okay to connect with you on LinkedIn? Yes, definitely. You can, whenever you send me a connection request, just write a short note that you were a part of this webinar, and then I'll connect with you. All right. Any other question? I think then we'll wrap up. All right. All the best, everyone. I'll be very happy to help you later also. And yes, LinkedIn is very, very powerful. Please use it. It is very, very powerful. It has helped me in my uh, career a lot. It has helped me get the full-time job that I'm doing right now. It is because of my LinkedIn only. A lot of my friends have gotten uh, jobs in Google, Microsoft just because of their LinkedIn profile, because they're creating content and they have a lot of followers. So that is a different thing. First, get started with LinkedIn at least. That is very important. And in today's world, if you will use LinkedIn properly, you will definitely have an edge over other applicants if you have good LinkedIn profile. So, yeah, all the best, everyone. And
Thank you, Shravika. And in case if anyone has not taken up the feedback form, request you to please take it up as well. Thank you. It's on the chat box. And see you again for another session tomorrow.
thank you.
Hello,
Right.
hello, excuse me. Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tomorrow we will to same time scheduling the webinar.
same time, 7 p.m. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thanks.